Alright, we're gonna start here. Also, timestamps exist in case you want to look at it, but otherwise, let's just get into this because I am pretty much joining this right as it opens up. And if the video gets interrupted, then, well, the video gets interrupted, and hopefully nothing else weird happens. But, what I ended up with, pretty much on the day that I entered this, is that, well, Virgo Cup here, is that I ended up just trading a gold ship that she just trolled me until the end, and so now I have a gold ship that is should be a lot better, but I guess we'll find out. So just to show, not that gold ship. Where are you? This one? This one. It looks like this one. So wits, I know wits is really important in the CM. Yeah, I mean, I just have to do the best what I've got. So here you go. It's gold ship. Also low quality recording because I'm doing this just offhand. I'm pretty sure this is the gold chip, and if it's not, I'm gonna be very, very weirded out. But otherwise, yeah, I should have all the memos set up here. It's not the Mile S Maruzensky, unfortunately, because the skills are lacking. So instead, this is the better Maruzensky. I put her on No Stopping Me just in case my Silent Suzuka, which I'm running as a runaway here, is the only runaway. So, and as you can see here, well, it's not a runaway, but you get the point. It's just a front-runner Suzuka that's meant to just tank. That also buffs my gold chip, but overall, if I had her on runaway, that would be worse, because that actually nerfs my gold chip. So, off we go, I guess. I actually did plan to make that Silent Suzuka a runaway, but I figured it worked a lot. Didn't help me as much, so let's hope that everything goes well, and let's hope that everything loads properly as well. So yeah, this is pretty much several minutes after a Virgo CM is open, so again, timestamps exist in case you just want to skip forward. But otherwise, as we sit here, I mean, if we run into someone with the resources and or the training put in, like a vodka, a lot of Taiki shuttles, I'm expecting a lot of Taiki shuttles and Silent Suzukas, and for just front runners in general, but then also seeing vodkas and Taiki shuttles. So if we don't see a single one in this very first race of this entry, I will be surprised. Also, there will be just one entry per video because I don't want to waste too much of your time. So there's a Taiki shuttle, there's a Maru. There's also Oguri Cap. I know she's really popular as well. So we'll take a look. Maru, Oguri Cap, and then Taiki shuttle. So we'll take a quick look just to see. I know people have trained well, but you never know, right? Maybe things happen. No groundwork. Just a lot of, well, Mile S and then 1121 speed, eh? A lot of it, I think, is due to the wit, not 1200 speed. But again, a lot of this CM is all about acceleration. I've had a gold chip that was just Mile S, 1100 speed, and when you hit all the accelerations, zoom, you go bye-bye. So, without further ado, and my gold chip's probably gonna be, I wonder why it says the things the way they do. It's probably also because of the grades, but let's just get in, and we'll do landscape, because landscape, at a certain point, I'll go vertical. Again, this mainly for making thumbnails, but we'll stick the first few races as horizontal. And if I forget, well, I guess I'll just use what I have. Again, filling in time as we go on. Did do a few races just to see how my races perform, whether it was old gold chips or S-Marus, or this gold chip and the current Smaru I'm using. I'm just going to say Smaru. Again, Suzuka is mainly there just to exist and debuff. That way she falls back for sure, and then she, you know, ends up buffing gold chip when gold chip pushes forward, because sometimes my gold chip is too far back, so we don't get pump iron. But if she gets to the front, there are races in which she can reach the front and go ahead of Smaru in the middle of the race. So, you're also going to see my cursor on screen, but yeah, not really much else to say. Again, really quick tip, for those who don't know, if you can click on the screen and remove the arrows, but for the sake of just seeing whose Smaru is which, if you don't remember the numbers, yeah, we'll do it. Also, quick thing to note is that if my gold chip does get rushed, that's not the end. She's won a few races rushed, so that's part of it is that she has just too much stamina. Just to explain really quickly, as nothing's happening until pretty much the middle of the race, is that gold chip, I pretty much don't touch any stamina choices or any stamina training. Doing so puts her 50 or 100 more stamina than what she has right now. Which is kind of odd, because for those who train gold chip, I mean, I don't know about other veterans or veterans playing or who train gold chip, but for me, pretty much making sure I have 400 stamina at least by the Tenno Show Spring is the way I can get past that. Without 400 stamina, I end up usually just losing a lot. So I can clock my way out, but as we proc all the we need to proc all the accelerations, and our gold chip can stay in the inner, but we might be getting blocked by someone. So, time to find out. If gold chip goes around, it's fine. If she doesn't, I should outspeed everyone in this lobby. Part of that is that I thankfully have club members who are very good at training their Musume. I don't know how they train them specifically, but the results show the means. So aside from those, and I beat those, I can beat well-built Taiki shuttles and vodkas pretty much 50-50 at best. Usually, I would say like actually 25% their odds for this gold chip anyway. So yeah, if you're not up to that, if you're not 1200 speed Mile S with XLs, unless you get lucky, and I get lucky too. My gold, but the old gold chips had to get lucky. This gold chip is pretty consistent. Even though I am working on a lot of gamble. Also complete free to play, just to note, in case you didn't know. Man, my things were really bad. And that's, yeah, I no reason to look at that further. Is this the runaway? It is runaway. A lot of stamina, no speed. So you're gonna, I had literally a silent Suzuka with that stat, but it was meant to not win, so we'll see what happens. Could be a vodka here, but otherwise, yeah. Odd to say, so this is the only vodka that would probably scare me if I look at this here. But she also has to hit her stuff. Doesn't have on your left, but I forgot if it was on your left or if it was no stopping me, which are the RNG skills for this CM for vodka specifically. But it doesn't matter because, funny enough, vodka's unique is pretty good. The reason I say that, again, stopping for the timestamp's sake, is that Vodka, when she procs her unique here, I don't know, at least in my experience and observations, I see a lot of outspeeds at the very end. Don't know, I haven't tried as much with this gold chip, but again, I do have two partners with vodkas that are very, very well built. A lot of them usually are on the line of having like 900 to 1000 wit minimum. So unless I see that on top of 1200 speed, 900 power minimum, then I should be able to win. But again, RNG is RNG, and I have lost races. Again, I didn't have a lot of time, and though I said that pretty much a week ago, I ended up just training gold chip over and over because you never know, right? You never know. Also, Anchor's Way also putting in a lot of work as gold chip's unique. And then you'll notice specifically my Smaru. I used to use corner recovery. I use 777s because that just performs better for me anyway. So I guess we'll find out as we come up behind. If that Suzuka blocks this Smaru, that's why I took no stopping me. Although my Suzuka was meant for no stopping me as well. And then we go into angling and scheming. That's what you want to see as Smaru. So if gold chip doesn't win, it's going to be Smaru. Just Smaru. Even though I have Mile A, listen, 1200 speed is a lot. Though we could get caught up on, but you never know, right? You never know. But no, not this time. So basically my Smaru is just another frontrunner check, just in case my gold chip can't do it. Because I think my gold chip actually did not get second there. Did she? No, she got third. So, again, especially if I think she was on the outside as well. Swinging on the outside here from my observations at least, but definitely from veteran trainers, so I'm kind of parroting what they say, is not great. And, I mean, the proof is in the pudding. I've seen it for myself. Swinging out on the outside, I think I've only won once, and that was literally those were literally races in which Taiki Shuttle was being blocked, so, yeah. So, we'll check number 1 and number 9, Vodka and Taiki Shuttle respectively. And yeah, this is a more competitive lobby. But again, you never know, right? Because I didn't expect my Smaru to win the last race. She did that time, but shrug. And then yeah, this is kind of the stat line. It looks scary going with like 800, 900 power, but I promise you, when you hit the acceleration skills, you just profit. Also, funny thing to note is that, yeah, this obviously in this CMI was able to put in a lot more effort, but that doesn't mean you'll get like a 70-80% win rate. You usually can, but yeah, I'll admit that I am not the best trainer as well. So I've made decisions that are pretty bad at times. Hey, there's a Smart Falcon, by the way. A Smart Falcon also able to perform really well here, but most of the time she's being outshouted by Vodka. Actually, let me take that back. Vodka and primarily Taiki Shuttle here are really, really good. So they'll just end up placing first. But that being said, I will say that I've seen her win more than a few before I actually got my final team here set up. Basically, I replaced I replaced Gold Chip, Smaru, and Suzuka once. So it seems to be performing well. At least I feel confident it performs better than my last team. Now, whether or not, how many times I'll win is going to be a completely different story. Are you going to block me till the end? Please block me till the end. I would really like that. Nope, we placed first. So just only angling and steaming. Looking for 4 excels on gold chip. That's 2. Straight away, and then updrafters, question mark? No, so this could be a little tricky. Vodka is being blocked here, so hey, and then yeah, so if you didn't already see, my Suzuka has has all the velocity debuffs. Now, so again, so see you're there when Vodka catches up there, that's the scary part. But if she's missing too much power, she usually doesn't end up catching up to gold chip. So, as we get into Group A with our first entry on day 1, just going for goodies at this point, and we're mainly in CM for goodies. Like, if you really don't know what you're doing, if you're listening to this video and haven't seen a lot of other trainers for whatever reason, just know if you're in here for the goodies, do your best. Just if you want to just slap whoever you have on for Mile, feel free to do so without really looking to the skills and whatnot. But also, I'm looking at the moods as well, so we'll take a look at Vodka. Ooh, Fujikiseki, who can also win a few races as well. Again, I have a lot of training partners that are practice partners that are pretty wild, so yeah, that's a pretty proper Vodka. Fujikiseki, kind of, has stamina skills. We'll check out this Taiki Shuttle. We'll also check, and you know what? Yeah, let's check out the Oguri Cap as well. Yeah, so kind of to be expected, but yeah, really, really high top end will use... Actually, let me take a look at that Vodka again. Yeah, so really, really high end trainers will have like 900, 1000 wit on top of minimum 900, 1000 power and 1200 speed with Mal S as well. So if you see basically if you see an Uma like that, they're pretty good. And they're likely to win, so... I am not of that one, and that if you haven't seen my thing, actually, oh, I can't show you here, but basically I did not use, definitely for gold chip, I didn't end up using even Machikane Fukukitaru, because the stat lines for the power and speed I wanted to hit were just, whenever I tried to add in a wits card, I couldn't hit 1200 speed or 1200 power. Not that you don't need 1200 power, it's just my personal preference. Please do not follow what I do, because what I do definitely differentiates for the negative. I definitely take my risks. So it would be nice for gold chip to pull up here to do iron. If we don't, I just want to see updrafters straight away. Actually, yeah, updrafters straight away into ignited power. Which, if I didn't show you the support cards I used for this gold chip, I'll show you. Maybe I'll show at the end if I remember. But I did use Hishiyama. So yeah, interesting things are going to happen. There's a shooting for victory from the Taiki Shuttle, and we're looking for my gold chip to proc at least 2 to 3 excels minimum. If not, bad things happen. Well, actually, we're in the front, so I wouldn't actually proc updrafters, nor would I proc anything else. But it doesn't matter, because if we can outspeed, that'd be great. Here's an Alconder Pasa, by the way. No stopping me is not going to help Smaru anymore, so it's really up to gold chip to grab this one. And ooh, that's close. I think L1, yeah. That was really, really close though. But yeah, swinging on the outside there is not great. That's often what I'll see for my gold chip as well. Nose or head distances, and she places second. Shrug, that's all I really have to say. That'll happen. That will happen a lot more often now that, yeah, again, this gold chip is a lot better. Because if she takes too long to get into position, shoot forward, especially if she's on the outside, yeah, bad things happen. So there's a Suzuka, there's a Vodka, and as I mentioned, Vodka, Taiki Shuttle, and a few Suzukas here and there. If you're Runaway, though, yeah, you're usually probably going to be prepared. So let's find out. Let's take a quick look at both Vodkas here, though. Ooh, the speed, and then that's more proper, but let me see here. Yeah, I think that should work. Again, we'll see what happens. But boy, oh boy, yeah, that was unfortunate. Just barely a bit of difference, but I did my best with this gold chip. So off we go. Double late start, don't care for gold chip, kind of care for Smaru, but my Smaru usually ends up pulling up to second anyway, if not first. But again, there's another Suzuka in this lobby that's a Runaway, actually. So now my gold chip does get buffed here, does get debuffed here. So it's up to my Suzuka to debuff, and it's up to, well, maybe gold chip pops every XL. I've been in this situation a lot with a Runaway Suzuka, because I tried making a Runaway Suzuka, and actually gold chip, if she decides to just bunny rocket forward, she will just XL forward and just take it. So yeah, we'll see. But yeah, we'll see what happens here. It's going to be really interesting. I think this is the first of the Runaway Suzukas I did expect, so let's see how everyone performs. Smaru is behind that Suzuka. If you proc, no stopping me with Smaru there, that would be interesting. But nope. So all I can hope for is Smaru stays in front, or Gold Ship gets 6 and procs every XL in the world, because we're definitely getting angling and skimming. But whether or not Gold Ship gets to do anything else, no, doesn't look like it, because the distance is too far forward. So there's an on your left from vodka, so here are the times for that vodka to pop off. But otherwise, we're waiting for anyone else to pop off as well. Gold Ship a little bit late, everyone's already hit their top speed. So, yep, that's the Smaru check. This is why I ran Smaru, even though I'm running a Suzuka, who could have been a runaway, but again, things happen. So, aside from losing by a nose, I'll do the rest of my entries on my own, but otherwise, I mean, you know what to expect, and if you don't, well, I'll let you in on day 2. Yeah, day 2, when we get to go through the rest. So, let's just go over the quick review. So I'll show you the skills again, but also show you what happened during the training. So, yeah, pretty okay for now. Smaru taking the rest, but yeah, so Hishiyama, I know a lot of people don't use Taishin at some points, but I do, and then there's obviously the free-to-play stuff. Thankfully have a Max King Halo, and then I borrowed my Kita-san, so that's like 4 speed cards. You don't need to do that if you know what you're doing, but just for me, Wits Gaming was not working so much. So yeah, literally on the day of the CM, got this Gold Ship, and I think, yeah, aside from Kikuga Show, where again, Kikuga Show and Tenno Show Spring are the main offenders for running into trouble with Gold Ship, but otherwise, not so bad. And here are the skills really quickly. Took all 4 XLs, and I literally didn't have any points left. Otherwise, I did have actually firm conditions, and I had sunny days as well, but shrug, right? But otherwise, yeah, here's Maruzensky. Yeah, groundwork. Finally could get something working with groundwork, but could have also gotten Lone Wolf, I think, but I don't remember what I did. What did I do for this? Also, just quick inspirations here. Actually, funny enough, have some stamina power, but, you know, there's a SR Mihono Bourbon just to pick up some skills, but otherwise, again, not too hard to hit 1200 speed, although there were some tricky parts. It's the wits that I'm mainly sad about. And for those who don't know why wits is important here, it's because there's a lot of slope trickery in which you want the wits to gain advantages. But aside from that, again, here's my Suzuka again. Expected to lose because I just have her debuffing everything. I think the one thing I don't have is end closers, but no one's running an end closer. Haha, I could have also run Maverick, but could have gone for groundwork if I really wanted to, but it was more important for me to grab the debuffs, because if nothing else, she falls behind and maybe blocks someone. That's the thought. And then, yeah, didn't even borrow, I guess, like, just, like, there's even a rare wits card, because I think I was just trying to guarantee hesitant pace chasers, if I recall correctly. And yeah, I actually, I mean, well, with the stat line, you can win URA finals like this, but yeah, not really much else to say here. So without further ado, again, not really much else to say. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, criticism, advice, comments in general, and then please feel free to let me know. Otherwise, we're sitting here at the end screen, and I'll do my best. I'll do the rest of my entries on my own, and I'll see you when I see you. 2 events, by the way, story events, and then 2 more Champions meeting, including Virgo Cup here, until the Kita-san rerun. 400 scouts, only 2 copies. So I'll see you later. Thank you for watching. Bye!